I think if you look at the governor's race, there's a clear relationship between what happens in governor's races and the general political environment. But I think one reason that governors are getting much more attention today is that many people are starting to remember it's governors who typically will drive the agenda. Take welfare reform. The last most successful social legislation in the United States was driven by Republican governors. Passed during a Democratic administration by a Republican Congress, but it was driven by Republican governors like Tommy Thompson in Wisconsin and John Engler in Michigan, Mike Leavitt in Utah. And I think today a lot of people realize if we're going to see new policies adopted by the federal government, a lot of those policies are going to come from the states, from the laboratories of democracy, which the states are. Also, this year we elect governors who will preside over redistricting of both the state legislature and the U.S. House of Representatives, and governors who will be sitting governors for the 2012 election. There are a lot of impacts these governor's races will have going forward.
Governor, I realize you're going to be electing governors in Florida and California, but given Governor Lynch's popularity in this state, in the past anyway, will this be the biggest win for the RGA that John Stevens ever won?
There are 37 governor's races. Every one we win in that state is going to be the biggest one. This is a very important election for a couple of reasons. One is this is a place where Republicans should be very strong. Secondly, this is a place where you will have the first primary in 2012, and the agenda of the state government here will have an impact and effect on the campaigns that are run here. If you have a John Stevens who is getting control of spending, who is cutting taxes, who is helping to create a climate that generates jobs in New Hampshire, fiscally responsible, then that will affect the campaign that people run here in the first quarter of 2012. If you have a governor here who's presided over an $800 million deficit, who has, as I say, a crime policy that I've never heard of anywhere in the world, that also is going to affect the agenda for the campaigns here in 2012. But look, I'm here talking to New Hampshire reporters. I'm not going to stand here and say New Hampshire is going to be the most important election in the country. It's a very important election. It's a very important state.
What would be the biggest win? Not exactly the most important. The biggest, in terms of like where you had to come from to knock off Lynch.
It'll be one of the big victories.
One more question?
A question. Sorry, go ahead.
Could you just be more specific? You said the RGA was going to play here. What can New Hampshire voters, what type of impact can they expect to see from you guys? TV ads, staff? What do you...
The law in New Hampshire requires the Republican Governors Association to run an independent expenditure. We are literally not allowed to share with the Stevens campaign what we're going to do, how much we're going to spend, how we're going to spend it. And the same way, we're not allowed to get from them what they're going to do so that we can make decisions based off of that. This is similar to what we had to do with Governor Christie during his campaign in New Jersey. There are a number of states that are this way. The effect of that is I can't share with him what we're going to do, either in terms of magnitude or how we're going to do it. But I will tell you this, we're going to be involved here seriously.
Thank you.
Thank you all.